Hey, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. How y'all doing today? Well, there's been some bad news, so I'll wait a minute till someone shows up. Oh, God. Hey, Sharon, allegedly, Almond Brown. Well, you guys, there's been some bad news. A lot of y'all know Tre Melvin. He was a YouTuber up until about 3 weeks ago. He had over 3 million subscribers, and he used to do the parodies a lot around holidays. But in the last year, a couple of years, a year and a half or so, he had stopped doing YouTube as much, and he had started doing his own thing. Well, so 3 weeks ago, he came on and announced that he was no longer going to have a YouTube channel, right? His channel is still up. As you can see, it's some of his old stuff, but he deleted a lot of it. And he said that a lot of the problem was he felt that he was being demonetized too much for his material, right? So this is a young guy, 27 years old. He's going off to do his own thing. I think it's called Tre Melvin TV, right? Apparently yesterday he was in an automobile accident with his friend. I can't pronounce the friend's name. Is Katrina. They call her Kathy. I don't know if she's a YouTuber as well or not. They were both in a car accident, and they're saying that they're in there they have brain injuries, right? Now, at first I was suspicious because it didn't seem like a diagnosis that they had a car accident and they have brain injuries. But it's been reported by more than one person. Just happened yesterday. So we got to pray for Tre Melvin, right? He just left YouTube 3 weeks ago. Amazing. He had a great show. He would, in our little crowd, he would be considered a superstar because he had 3 million subscribers. I couldn't find it on regular news feed, but I guess the car accident wouldn't necessarily be news necessarily. This was reported by E-News and another site called Hollywood Life. So we have to take them at their word, and hopefully these guys are all right. The girl is unresponsive. The girl is unresponsive, and this is all according to E-News and Hollywood Life. So, but he's okay apparently. Seems strange that they were immediately diagnosed with brain injuries. So we don't absolutely know that this is a true story. But if he is, we pray for him. Hi, guys. Oh, hello. A lot of people in here. Hey, you all. Y'all know Tre Melvin? He did a lot of those parodies. What was the girl's name? Wadamandrea. He used to wear wigs. He came out online. Hey, everybody. So we'll follow that and make sure that it is a true story. You know, so far it hasn't been reported by any major news network. Okay. Other thing I noticed today is that guy. What was the guy, Bubba, we were talking about yesterday, who found a noose in his garage? Well, they called in the FBI to investigate that as a hate crime. And now apparently they say that the FBI is determined that this is not a hate crime. This was not a crime at all. The noose that he found in his garage, you have a barn, like a barn pull. They say that noose has been there for long before he got there. It was how you close the barn door. So it was a door pull. So that was a false alarm. Nobody's accusing him of trying to fabricate anything. He looked up and saw a noose, what it is. But it said that, no, that is definitely not a hate crime. Yeah, it is sad over that kid. I mean, he's 27. He's basically grown up on YouTube. Getting to 3.3 million people, that's pretty hard on here, you know. But he was branching out. I haven't been to his new site yet, but apparently it's called Tre Melvin TV. Hey, behind the throne, blue skies, all you guys. Hi, Miss Tracy. Everybody goes else. What in the hell is going on over there in with the food junkie and the Kelly Love? Y'all tickle me. Y'all tickle me every damn day. If somebody okay, so apparently food junkie and Kelly Love then fell out. Kelly Love made a video saying over 40 times that food junkie was ugly. That's all I can say. He kept saying it over and over and over and over and over again. Kind of remind me of someone. Kathy, yeah, she's dead. Who's dead? Kathy? What do you mean? Oh, we got a problem. Kathy died? Are you sure? Core? The girl who was in the car with him? They said she was unresponsive in this articles. It just happened yesterday on Monday. Valcourt says, Kathy, yeah, she's dead. Chat says she died. Is there a place where we can see that story at Valcourt? Just to give us a heads up. It's a new story. Oh my God. Oh, maybe he is in serious condition then. This brain injuries. So I guess that tells us that their heads went through the windshield. If both of them have head injuries. I don't know. We're going to have to. It's our life. Catherine, yeah. Not more being reported on that on here. Maybe if we went to her page, maybe it would be more reported. Stomp Down says food junkie is getting ready for low down filth. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Tre Melvin and his friend who is known as Kathy. Kathy is a short for her name, which is Kathrinia. Anyway, so now a couple of people on here are saying that the girl has passed away. I don't know. I got the story from E! News and Hollywood Life. They were not reporting that an hour ago, but that's when these articles came online. Trey is fine and tweeting. Okay. Yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff on Twitter now. It's on his Twitter. Okay. No, we don't know about the windshield. We just know that they both had brain injuries. That was in the original story. It's a short article. So I'm just assuming that there were two people in the car. They would probably hit the windshield. How they would get brain injuries. Go to his Twitter. Okay, you guys, go to his Twitter. I'm not going to try to do it now because I'll lose you guys. I wonder how old the young girl was. Put it up. He put it up 30 minutes ago. Okay. This E! News put it up 1 hour ago. And apparently it happened yesterday. So it's a good sign if he's up in Twitter tweeting already. He's probably still in the hospital. He has to be dead. Yeah, I imagine so. Anytime you're in a car accident and somebody dies, they don't just leave you, honey. Hit and run? Was it a hit and run? And sister, so dead. Okay. Jesus Christ. Up the video. Hey, everybody. You guys, pray for the family and pray for that guy. Tre Melvin. He must be rich because he's had over 3 million subscribers for the last few years. Maybe that's why he was able to leave YouTube. He was leaving and all that. In other news, I guess the other thing was this fool and went on to where'd he go, to Arizona? He's got all those young kids in there with no mask, 3,000 people. Trump, I'm talking about. The whole, everybody, every station you Trump, no Trump, we're not returning. The virus, the numbers are worse. The other countries are saying that they're going to block Americans from coming to their countries because of the high numbers that are here, the high transmission of virus here. And he's going to go ahead and pretend like it's not even there. And he's going to actually have these people crowded into this mega church with 3,000 people, all young people, and almost none of them are wearing a mask. What sense does that make? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Trey Melvin used to make Wanaman. He has several different characters he would play, but Wanamandrea was the one he did for all the holidays, you know. Apparently it was a hit and run, and they are asking for donations for Kit Kat's funeral. So the person's nickname is Kit Kat. Does she have a channel on here, Blatant Truth? Can we go to Kit Kat and find out? They have started a GoFundMe for his best friend's funeral. Oh my God, his young girl's dead? Yeah, so go to the GoFundMe to at least find out what happened. Because so far what's been reported is not very much. Not by any major news network. Tired of Trump. I understand, baby. I understand, Darcy. What are we going to do? We're in a collapsing America. You guys are going to be talking about this when you're to your great-grandchildren. So it pays to know what's going on around you, right? They said they have an air purifying system. Oh, Cat brought that church. They said have an air conditioner that will kill the virus. Well, they should be multi-billionaires then, because apparently they've got the only cure for coronavirus. Nobody else has ever even heard of it. And nobody else in this country is getting together 3,000 and 6,000 people at a time with no mask. He's an idiot. Church folks, they're so damn money hungry. They're probably looking the other way. Exposing all those young people to the virus. Lies, all lies. Now I hope we're not gonna come up with some hoax or something like that. You know, we just got to go by what we have. Apparently, this story just broke an hour ago. It just happened yesterday, so we'll have to see. But already they're coming up, they're looking for money and so forth. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say watch and see yourself. The girl died today, and they're digging GoFundMe today. I mean, we don't even have confirmation that is actually the people involved. So be cautious, but check it out. Perhaps this has really happened. Yeah, I know what you're saying, blind spot. I understand you perfectly well. The church turning the blind eye and talking about they got some kind of filter system that's going to get rid of the virus in the building. 3,000 people breathing and yelling and screaming. Yep. They probably see that's a Hail Mary to save their church. Who knows, honey? This is all a hoax. There is a bigger picture here. Okay, so my tree for reals. What do you mean? What's a hoax? The Tre Melvin story, you think is a hoax? I mean, we don't want to be talking down on the story if it's a possibility that it's a real story. I'm just saying that all I heard, I went on Google and I only found two people reporting on it. One here on YouTube, News, and the other one is Hollywood Life. And these are just bloggers. It does seem strange that they would come on with saying that they had brain damage. Then an hour later, they're saying the girl's dead and now we're raising money. So just be cautious. He'll make a statement, no doubt, today. They say he's live now on Twitter. So that's probably the best place to confirm the story. This stuff is life or death. Yeah. So I don't know about the Melvin story. It seems like it would have made it. There would be more stories, but it just happened an hour ago where this guy came out with it, and then it just happened yesterday. So I guess it's going to depend on what Trey Melvin is saying on his Twitter. But you have to be cautious. I mean, somebody died, your hour later, you're raising money. So you guys check it out, respectfully. We don't know. Usually I go by if it's going to be reported by a major news network. If it's not, he got 3 million followers, so that can make the news. Who's looking good? Am I looking? In the twinkling of an eye, your whole life could change. Right about that, honey. People have an aneurysm in Safeway, drop dead right there. I hope that's the way I go. I hope it's just a heart attack or something. Just get it over with. I don't want to be lingering around for 2 and 3 years trying to fight no cancer. Isn't it? Oh, it's not a hoax. Oh no, hell no. 120,000 people are dead, honey. Corona's not a hoax. I thought you were saying that perhaps this Trey Melvin story was a hoax. No, I know people personally who have died from this coronavirus. My friends, 2 of their parents have died, for real died, diagnosed with corona. Even Kevin and Mikhail, Kevin is the one, right? His mother died, coronavirus. No, it's no joke, but that fool is making it like it is a joke, like it doesn't matter. Here he's telling the whole country that we can't gather more than 10 people at a time. At the same time as that, he's gathering 3,000 and don't even bother with a mask. Is he that vain? I don't know what it's 74. I don't know what you're vain about. You're in the highest risk there is. Elderly. Okay, Rubber Band Man. Someone is actively posting on his twin account right now. On his twin account. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is, man. I wonder if I could. No, I'm not going to try. I'm so slow. I don't want to try to open and go to his Twitter account. Maybe somebody else can go and check that out and see if he's actually saying something on his account. It seems pretty traumatic that an hour later we're asking for money and okay, you believe? Okay. All right. We're not jumping to conclusions. We're just saying, just like yesterday, we thought the man had a noose in his garage, and it just wasn't true. There was an explanation for it. So he's a very funny young man. I mean, I'm sure he may be the next Tyler Perry. I mean, he does skits, outfits, characters. Apparently, YouTube gave him a hard time though about some of his material, from what I remember of his departing speech. and had them sign waivers. That's right. Go in there at your own risk. He don't give a damn about his own numbers. Trump sees everything through what affects him. Someone is tweeting from that account. From will you guys excuse me for 1 second? Excuse me 1 second. I'm over here on Twitter if you can still hear me. Twitter login. Twitter login news. Tre Melvin. Okay. Tre Melvin. I guess that's Twitter. No, I can't do it right. I'm trying to rush. I don't want y'all to hang up on me, so yeah, I try to go to Twitter right there. I don't use Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I barely use Facebook. I just go in there to see what's going on with people I know or family members, but I don't really use them. Hello, sir. Hello there, ma'am. Vaughn White. Dumb enough to sign a waiver. That Trump's so selfish. As long as you don't sue me. He didn't even say you don't sue the United States government. Don't, and yeah, you can't sue the government, you can't sue me. So just take your ass somewhere and die. Write it off to experience. Is that how it goes, Trump? Take your time. Okay, so we're gonna try one more time. Can you guys still hear me when I go off on this thing? If I try to go to Twitter? Or maybe some of you young people, y'all do that stuff a lot better than me. Somebody see if Tre Melvin on his regular page is reporting this incident. Because you got to be watch out for, because some they can do that. So I'm not saying that it's necessarily a lie. I'm saying check it out, especially before you start sending money. Tre Melvin. Mm-hmm. Yes, he is on there. I'm gonna try it again. Okay, hold on, people. Hold on. Just go to Twitter. Twitter log in. Twitter.com. I'll go to the login, right? I don't even remember what my name is. Signing up with Twitter. Let me just put Tre Melvin in here again. Tre Melvin. Okay, Tre Melvin. Okay, brain injuries. He's being reported by people via Yahoo News. It's being reported by E News. It's being reported by HollywoodLife.com. Yeah, it looks like it is true because there's like 10 different people reporting it. Yeah. Okay, I don't see anything about the girl's death, but he definitely was in a car accident, and they're reporting brain damage. So that usually means that they went through the windshield. His best friend did not have the asking donations per capita. Okay, sounds like a real story. Go on his personal account too. Well, I already went on his YouTube account. It's still active. 3 weeks ago, he came on here and gave a speech. He was even crying, saying that he was leaving YouTube. I think he was having a lot of problems with YouTube and some of his material being demonetized. That's what he talked about. So he's got a thing called Tre Melvin TV, which I don't know if it's up yet or not. Okay. She died. Yeah. Yeah. Right away, they were saying she was unresponsive. So sad. Yep. Your life can change in the blink of an eye, honey. One time I was going to my little volunteer gig, and I thought I guess I thought I had a cold or something, or flu. Anyway, I couldn't breathe. I went all the way to the volunteer place. We were under construction at the time, so I just went in the bathroom. I just couldn't catch my breath. Right, I walked all the way back here to where I live at the edge of Castro, and the girl at the front is the girl sitting who lived here in front of the door, but she didn't know me, and I had rushed so much that I had left my keys, and then I got home, called my doctor. She said, "Go get in an ambulance right now." We got there, and I had a blood clot that had traveled from my leg to my lungs, and the next stop was the brain. And I'm out there walking around for half an hour. Oh, I think my nephew was staying with me at the time, and he had my keys, something like that. But it could end just like that. If that aneurysm or the blood clot would have got to my brain, I've been dead, just like that. I've had friends get hit by cars. A couple of years ago, I had one of our trans girls at our church on New Year's Eve. Celebrate New Year's Eve. He got an accident on the way home and was dead. Just like that. You checking my bed out? There's my bed. It's a mess right now. Yeah, red's always my accent color, as it has been since I was a teenager. So, airbags. I don't even have a ring light in here. I hope I don't lose the light. Sometimes airbags kill, unfortunately. But they said they both had brain injuries. But if he's up tweaking Twitter, tweeting. If he's up tweeting the next day, apparently his wasn't that serious. But if she didn't have her seatbelt on, But you're right. Sometimes the airbag can give you a whiplash too. Yep, aneurysm would do it. I remember when I was a little kid, and we had somebody die in the sandbox. We had to be about 10 years old. Some guy was just jumping up in the sandbox and had an aneurysm and died right there. Couldn't have been no more than 10, 11 years old. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the nice color red. 10 days. My BF died. Brain swelling. Yes, dangerous thing, man. That's what the whole thing about the seatbelts is all about. It's about brain injuries. Protecting your head from going, out the window. It's strange timing. He just quit YouTube he was on here for 9 years, and he built up to 3.3 million subscribers. I couldn't walk away from that, but I guess he said he wasn't getting monetized on too many things. So he decided to move on. Trey said the following: to those asking, I'm physically okay. I was knocked unconscious on impact and my brain bled fairly heavily, but the bleeding stabilized this morning. Okay. Thank you, Toy. So Tre Melvin said that. Let me read it one more time, because I know I stumble all over my words. You probably didn't understand what the hell I said. To those asking, I'm physically okay. I was knocked unconscious on impact and my brain bled fairly heavily, but the bleeding stabilized this morning. Okay, that's from Tre Melvin. I don't drive no more, honey. I haven't drove since I moved to San Francisco. That's one good thing about this city. People say, "Oh, the rent is so high. The rent is so high." Yeah, but a lot of people don't drive, so that saves you $300 a month, right? Plus your insurance and your gas and all that, because a whole lot of people here don't drive cars. I haven't driven since I've been here. I mean, I drove in LA when I lived there. Most cities you go to, people have cars. I'm from Indianapolis. It's very rare you find an adult, a grown person who doesn't have a car. So my mama used to tell me she would never even date a man. She wouldn't even speak to him if he didn't have a car. My mama was funny. She was a single woman most of her life, right? But one time she was dating this guy, and he came over, and he was sitting there enjoying, relaxing, watching TV or whatever. She came and turned the TV off, and she said, "This is a working house. We don't watch TV here. Everybody work here." Man, almost forgot his coat. She did eventually get married again after all the kids had left. But she made it hard on her brother. Yeah, 2020, this is a write-off year. This is bullshit here, honey. One thing after another, seems like. Why my thing don't roll right? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, so they didn't say much about the girl, but I assumed that she had her name. Somebody said her name was Kitty Cat. I don't know if she's a YouTuber as well or not, or whatever. More will be revealed. I'm sure by tomorrow then they'll be all over the place. The year that never was. This was a bullshit year. Starting almost from the first day of it, really. Because Corona was here in January. Between that and Trump and all the protests and these deaths from these cops, there was more than one killing this year already. Yeah. Okay, guys. So anything else going on? I just came in here because the story was kind of hot, or I just heard of it. It seems significant to me. I used to watch him a lot. It's a funny guy. Well, at least we know that he's all right. And you guys want to give to the girl. I'm sure it's pretty easy to find out what their GoFundMe is. All right, people. So we're going to make this a short, because unless something else is going on I'm not aware of, we're going to make this a short video. You know why? Because I hear my beeper going on my stove. And you know what that means? That means my dog's chicken is ready. I got to go before I burn up his chicken. Kobe's death kicked it up. There you go. Kobe Bryant. That's right. That's how I started. All right, people. We're not going to drag this out. I got to go feed the dog. Pray for the family. Bye, guys.